Hey everybody and welcome to Feeder Rich. This video is part 2 of our recap of the movies of 2017, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you want to know what movies were disappointing and what movies were surprises to us, stay tuned. You know how we said Valerian was CGI puke? Transformers is CGI diarrhea. It's like,
yes, it
there's like, you don't, it's proper shit. Like, there's no storyline. You don't understand half of what's going on. You have characters in there where you don't understand why they're in there.
Well, you had the girl, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The girl actually had a good concept, and then she just kind of vanished for half the movie. And you're like, well, what about the girl? I want to see the little girl who was there. There could actually be story evolved from her, but nope. You have to have Mark Wahlberg doing his Mark Wahlberg shit, doing action things with Michael Bay explosions, and you're just like, what's the point? And hey, let's throw King Arthur to boot, because that will make a good Transformers movie.
Did you notice that Michael Bay managed to put in explosions in a medieval battle?
He's skilled.
He is very skilled.
It's like, how?
I didn't watch this movie because the trailers kind of ruined most of it.
Yeah.
So, especially if you watch all the trailers, you get an idea of what the movie's about. So I wanted to wait it out. And then I saw the ratings and I'm just like, whoa. I haven't seen something do that bad in a while.
It's straight up no.
It's horror.
All right, so let's go on a positive note. Surprising. The movies that you didn't expect were going to be good, but turned out good, that you actually liked in 2017. And I will start with Al this time. So,
the movie that was the most surprising to me was Happy Death Day. Now, being a horror fanatic, I came into this movie being like, I'm going to see a cheese fest of a horror film. But what I got was actually a movie that jumped with character. The main character in the beginning of it actually started off as a bad character. You did not like her much because she was very full of herself.
okay.
But then she evolved over time into an actual likable character. This movie is about a girl who ends up dying every single day on her birthday, and basically Groundhog Day with death.
Yeah, which is really good because the side characters also brought a bit of humanity. So every character was fleshed out because you see them enough times. But I thought they did better than Groundhog Day, in my opinion, because it had a nice twist to it. It was a nice story.
It was a very nice twist to it.
Yeah. And it's like something, I understand why they might have gave it a little, like some of the ratings might be a little lower. It's because it does get stale in the middle. But there was a reason for it at the end. It's like, it makes sense.
Well, the twist just kind of seemed like it was like a curveball. It's kind of thrown at you. You're just kind of like, huh? Kind of throws you off guard a little bit, I found. But the whole aspect of getting to why it was happening, where it was happening, was great. I loved it. It was, it wasn't gory to the point where you're going to be closing your eyes.
Yeah.
But you get the aspect of where the horror is coming from.
All right,
It's more of a thriller.
What about you?
For me, the most surprising movie, which I thought was going to do complete shit, was Jumanji. Because Robin Williams, Jumanji.
It's a childhood memory at this point. It's not even a movie. It's like a childhood memory watching Jumanji as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, and so what happened was when I jumped into this Jumanji, I'm like, I don't expect much. I go sit down and watch it, and at the end of it, I'm just like, damn.
Wow. That was my response.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
I haven't watched the movie yet.
It's bad in aspects where story was not bad. The villain was the worst part of the movie. But you don't watch it for the villain. You watch it for The Rock, Karen Gillan, Jack Black, and Kevin Hart. You watch it for them because they do so well together with their chemistry.
The Rock and Kevin Hart had that short battle again. But see, for me, what switched it up was Jack Black acting like a girl. And he was on point so much that I imagined that girl, that sorority girl that he was portraying, I imagined her the whole time as Jack Black. And another thing I loved was they know they're a cheesy video game. From the start, they knew they were a cheesy video game. So when Rock fights, people fly, and it makes sense because it's a cheesy video game. He's overpowered.
They add the video game aspects to it where they mention cutscenes. Yeah. They mention NPCs. It actually goes into detail about the actual video game-ness of the world. It was just like, wow, they actually did research. And their characters are quite well done too.
It was amazing. Believable. That beginning scene in the car where it's just like they talk to the NPC. NPC finishes it, and then they ask another question. The NPC starts again for the same sentence. I'm like, yes, that's a video game. They don't tell you anything new.
My surprising movie, has nothing to do with like super thing. It's actually a movie that's based on something that happened in real life. So I went into the movie theater thinking I was going to be bored because I went into so basically the movie is Molly's Game. It's a movie about poker. So I went to see the movie with a female friend, and there was Idris Elba. There's two main characters in the movie. There's the chick, which is the main character, and then there's Idris Elba, who's the supporting character. So I went into that movie thinking it's a chick flick with Idris Elba in it. She just wants to see it because he is in it. It's another movie like The Mountain Between Us. Mm-hmm. And then I got more into the movie than her. Because that movie it's awesome. I don't know how to describe it. They describe the struggles of her life, how she got into poker, how she created a poker
background industry, right?
It's underground industry. It wasn't illegal. That's the whole point of the movie, because she gets sued. Yeah, she gets sued because they were saying she was running an illegal betting thing or something. I don't remember exactly. And then in the movie, they break stuff down. On the poker aspect of things, they explain you what certain hands is or what certain game strategies are. And also on the law side of things, like they will tell you she did this and this and this and this, and according to the law, she did this illegally or she didn't do this legally. And from the start, you know that the movie is gonna end a certain way. But what really got me into that movie is the fact that they actually keep it 100% through the whole story. It's the journey itself is what you're gonna enjoy, not the whole story, but the journey that she goes through.
The drama in between all the characters.
Yes. And Idris Elba did an excellent job in it.
Yeah.
You sold me on this. I kind of want to see it. After you told me about it, I want to see it.
All right. So we're going to end up with our disappointments, movies that we went to see and thought they were going to be good and ended up being, I wouldn't say garbage, but close to it.
Just disappointing. Really disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, never mind. You start.
You started.
I was gonna give them a warning, but never mind. Just start. tell them what's yours.
So I was really hyped for this movie. Long time waiting, and then I thought Mark Hamill would be able to speak more and do more acting. You know, a lot more to come out of him.
Yep.
And then all that movie comes and it hits of shit. What the hell? You had something. Why'd you go ruin it? Like, it was one of those things where you walk up, the first time you're confused, second time after you digest what happens, you just want to take a stick and smack the head of the director and the guy who planned it all. Because in my opinion, they didn't do that well.
For those who haven't noticed yet, he's talking about Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I know I haven't seen the movie. This is the first Star Wars I've seen, so I thought I was gonna get hate or like people coming at me for that, but destroy him in the comments.
Well, see, this is how I put it. The people who loved it and followed it, they either hate it or like it. People who walked in who didn't know about Star Wars, it was an enjoyable movie for them.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I didn't think it was good.
I just find that was a movie made with a lot of poor decision making, and that's what makes people hate it, because of the decisions that were made. But other than that, you can enjoy it for all the action sequences that happen. Yeah. But other than that, just made poor decision making.
There's a lot of stuff they could have cut out. That was like exceptionally long movie for a movie that didn't have to be that long. Casino scene. There's a lot of stuff you can cut out, and the decision at the end is very questionable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's like my hope for the next one is dead. So I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see how they patch things up. That's kind of what I want to see, is because there's a lot of backlash to the movie. I want to see what they're going to do to patch the movie.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's yours?
Mine is Mother. Now, Mother was a movie that was another horror movie. Right? I love my horror movies, but Mother is a movie that.
How many horror movies do we have in this list?
This is number 3.
Get Out, Mother. Yep, that's number 3.
Mother is a movie that was, advertised as a really, really scary movie, the scariest of the year. And then you get in there and you're just kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
Because things don't make sense. You're following Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem did a great job. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of hard to tell you more about the movie because it's very
Spoilerish.
Spoilerish, yes, but it's also you determine what it's about depending on how you see it. Because there's a lot of people that have take away from what the movie is differently, and I took away that it was, a boring film that wasn't very scary.
All right. Mine is another movie that had a lot of hype behind it, and it was Justice League because of all the characters that were in it. Batman, Ben Affleck as Batman, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. They were all like great actors. Everybody thought the movie was going to be awesome, and we all know there's some stuff that happened with the director, like family matters and stuff. But that movie, like, I expected way more from it.
Yeah, it definitely does deserve disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's disappointing. CGI was a mess.
Well, I understand why. That was like corporate bullshit going on there. They didn't get the best one for that. CGI.
Yeah, don't even mention the CGI.
Villain was a mess.
Villain was a horrible mess. He was just there to further the plot line. How they brought back certain characters was a mess.
How they brought certain characters, like, they didn't do it the Marvel style, I think, because they didn't want to do it like Marvel, but they should have done it like Marvel because there's half of the cast that come out of nowhere.
And they don't have enough time to flesh them out.
Exactly.
A lot of the characters are like, even if they get hurt or something, you're just like, yeah, I don't care. You die. Okay, big whip. Oh, no,
I don't know where you come from. I don't know who you are, so you can die. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like the only reason we know them is our fandom from before.
Exactly.
But you don't establish it enough in the story that I care about them, right?
No emotional attachment, except for maybe a couple, maybe.
No, not at all.
Maybe. That's why I said maybe.
I think, for example, Aquaman, the only fact that it's Jason Momoa is what saved him.
Yeah.
Batman was like one of those characters I was shown over and over again.
He was supposed to be the glue of the team. But
Well, I liked Wonder Woman because I like Wonder Woman. It was a great movie, and she kind of pulled it again in this movie. Mm-hmm. I guess that's one of the most saving graces of the movie was Wonder Woman.
Oh, they didn't effectively use all their cast and members as they should.
No, not at all.
Well, that's it. I think we're going to stop right here with bashing of movies. We've praised a few movies. And this has been a long video. And if you stuck through all the way till here, thank you. Subscribe. Leave us a like, a comment. Tell us what did you like about this video. What movies did you like in 2017? What movies you didn't like in 2017? We want to know what you think. We want to know your opinions, right? Yeah. So leave us a like, comment, share the videos, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Take care.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, you can check out the next video here. If you're in a daring mood, you can select the random video here.
It's like,
yes,
there's like, you don't, it's proper shit. Like, there's no storyline. You don't understand half of what's going on. You have characters in there where you don't understand why they're in there.
Well, you had the girl, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The girl actually had a good concept, and then she just kind of vanished for half the movie. And you're like, well, what about the girl? I want to see the little girl who was there. There could actually be story evolved from her, but nope. You have to have Mark Wahlberg doing his Mark Wahlberg shit, doing action things with Michael Bay explosions, and you're just like, what's the point? And hey, let's throw King Arthur to boot, because that will make a good Transformers movie.
Did you notice that Michael Bay managed to put in explosions in a medieval battle?
He's skilled.
He is very skilled.
It's like, how?
I didn't watch this movie.
Liked in 2017, and I will start with Al this time. So.
The movie that was the most surprising to me was Happy Death Day. Now, being a horror fanatic, I came into this movie being like, I'm going to see a cheese fest of a horror film. But what I got was actually a movie that jumped with character. The main character in the beginning of it actually started off as a bad character. You did not like her much because she was very full of herself.
Okay.
But then,
hey everybody, and welcome to Feeder Rich. This video is part 2 of our recap of the movies of 2017. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you want to know what movies were disappointing, and what movies were surprises to us, stay tuned. You know how we said Valerian was CGI puke? Transformers is CGI diarrhea.
Because the trailers kind of ruined most of it.
Yeah.
So, especially if you watch all the trailers, you get an idea of what the movie's about. So I wanted to wait it out. And then I saw the ratings and I'm just like, whoa. I haven't seen something do that bad in a while.
Straight up no.
It's horror.
All right, so let's go on a positive note. Surprising. The movies that you didn't expect were going to be good, but turn out good, that you actually